The inspiration of cooking this rice actually came when a caterer told me that 20 plates of rice, jollof party or party jollof rice will cost me 50,000 naira. Then I decided to go to the market myself and cook my party jollof rice for my birthday, and I spent just 12,000 naira. So yeah, if you want to see it all, just continue to watch the videos from the beginning to the end. Do not skip any single part. The rice I'm going to be using for today's video is called Mama Gold. I just used the remaining, not the remaining change per se, like half of the remaining change, because I bought this half bag for like 15,000 naira, so it's part of it. So I just used half of the money to buy half bag of rice, and so that after preparing the whole thing, or after preparing the jollof rice, I'll still have rice that will be eaten at home. So first thing first, I'm putting the chicken in a pot, and like I told you guys, I bought about 3 to 4 kilos of chicken. So I'm going to be adding all this seasoning, and in here I have like onion. Please guys, how do you call onion? Sometimes I call it onion, sometimes I call it onions. So yeah, anyone, you guys understand what I'm saying. Onion, chicken seasoning, spicy for stew, and jollof rice, thyme, curry, and then Maggi and salt. So the recipe list will just be in the description box below, just in case you are interested. So while that is cooking, I have about 3 burners, so I'm going to be using one of the burners to prepare or to just boil the tomatoes. And before I boil the tomatoes, I'm just going to blend the tomatoes. So in here I have tomatoes, tatashe, and pepper. We'll just go ahead to wash them neatly and then blend them off camera. After blending, we'll just turn them into a pot to boil for a while. Back to the chicken. This is it boiling. I added water off camera just so that I can have enough stock to prepare the jollof rice. As well, here is the tomatoes cooking side by side with the chicken so that we don't get to waste much time. Okay, now moving on to fry the chicken, I'm going to be using this vegetable oil, King pure vegetable oil, putting enough oil that will be enough for the frying of the chicken, and we'll just go ahead to wait for it to heat up after pouring the oil. Before I start frying the chicken, I'm going to be adding onions to the chicken or to the oil, just so that it can add little flavor. I don't know, this is what my mom taught me. I don't know if it's ideal, but this is what we do. Like anytime I want to fry chicken, we have to fry onions first, just to add little flavor to the chicken while frying it. Right now I'm just adding or putting the chicken gradually in the hot oil to fry it. Hi everyone, welcome back again to the channel. Thank you so much for tuning into today's video. Hope everyone is doing fine today, and thank you for tuning in. Please, if you are new here, just go ahead to click on the subscribe button to join the family. Invite your friend or share the video to friends and family. Give the video a big thumbs up. I know you guys will be very surprised that I'm doing this. I had to, because a lot went down during my birthday period. So let me give you a little backstory on why I decided to do this cooking myself. I called a caterer before my birthday and asked her for price just for 20 plates of rice and chicken, and she told me it would cost me 50,000 naira. I just told myself that Jennifer, you can actually do this. This thing, doing it yourself won't cost this much. That's the little story that is behind this. So I just went to the market with about 25,000 naira, and I did not even spend up to 15k. I spent only 12,000 naira for cooking. By doing this whole process, I decided to as well film it for you guys to see, just to help 1 or 2 people out there that will want to make their own, party jollof rice themselves. You can do this yourself. It's not that difficult. Like, it's very, very easy, trust me. So finally I spent about 12,000 naira for 35 plates of rice, jollof rice. Now that I'm done frying, I'm just reducing the oil just so that I can go ahead to start frying the stew or start making the stew. because we do not need too much oil in the stew. Alright, to make the stew, I'm going to be using tin tomatoes as well, just to give it that fine color that jollof rice comes with. So that's why I'm using the tin tomato. I'll be using this medium size of tin tomato. That's after pouring my onions or the onions. So we'll be adding the tomatoes or the tin tomatoes and then allow it to fry. We'll be stirring it so that it doesn't get burnt. We continue to fry the tin tomatoes until it changes color a little bit. So once I notice the change of color in the tin tomatoes while frying it, we just go ahead to start adding my tomatoes paste. Then continue to stir. Since I already boiled the tomatoes initially, so it won't really take time for it to like cook properly. So at this point now, I'm just going to be adding the spice or the seasonings to the stew, and after this the stew is ready. So after measuring the rice, we just go ahead to parboil the rice. Once that is done, I'm just going to be mixing both the stew and the rice together. So for me to do that, first I'm just pouring water to the pot, and after pouring water we'll start adding my stew. But the water I poured is just a little. This is so that the stew won't get burnt. So yeah, we just turn a little water and then the stew to the water, then start adding my seasonings and then allow it to boil before I go ahead to start adding the rice. Once I'm done adding all the rice, we just turn or stir the rice and then just so that everything will mix together, and then I'll just go ahead to cover it. So we allow the rice to cook for a while before I go ahead to add the carrots and the green beans or green pea. So yeah, here's the final product. The almighty party jollof rice is ready. I repeated this same process again just so that I can get like, because this pot is really, it's not as if it's really so small. It's not that small, but this portion would not be enough for my guests, so I did the process again just so that I can get up to like that 35 plates of rice. And everyone that came for the mini party actually had fun at the jollof rice. They enjoyed it. Everybody complimented, and yeah, because the rice is really tasty. Thank you so much for watching the video. Hope this one is helpful as well. This is not a hair tutorial, but hope it's helpful and you're able to learn something. Don't forget to share the video, give the video a big thumbs up, leave a comment in the comment section below. If you have any questions, you can ask me in the comment section below. I'll be there to answer, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Stay blessed. Bye.